Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and these are going to be some first impressions on the first episode of a new anime series called Aku no Hana, which apparently is based on a manga of the same name and also translates to The Flowers of Evil, which relates to a book of poetry by Charles Baudelaire that is essentially the obsession of the main character in the story, Kasuga. Now, I went into this not knowing anything about it. I read the synopsis, and that basically said Kasuga has a crush on a girl in his class named Saiki, and he is blackmailed one day when he stumbles across her PE clothes, her sweats that she wears when they're out running on the field and such, and he's caught by another girl in his class named Nakamura, who then blackmails him into an air quotes contract of sorts. And so I've also heard going into this episode that there has been a lot of negative feedback to the animation style. And what that essentially is, to my eye anyway, is rotoscoping. Essentially, that is the tracing frame by frame of live action footage, live action actors, and stuff like that, and then essentially animating it. So you have these characters that are very ultra realistic looking. I mean, they are real people, essentially, just in a sort of animated overlay, if that makes any sense. And so going into this episode, it was very strange to watch because from the beginning to the end, there's an almost understated melancholy all throughout. I mean, you're following Kasuga largely. You see him interacting with friends and his parents, slice of life kind of thing. He goes to school by himself. He meets up with his friends in school. When school is done, he parts with them, and he's very much self-contained because he has an obsession for poetry and literature, and he feels alone in that. And of course, you do see him gawking at his crush and stuff like that. And toward the end of the episode, he sees a bag fall off a shelf when he's gone back into the school after it's closed to get his book of poetry, which he forgot after playful ribbing by his friends, finding out that he has a crush on this girl. And I think this is the moment, basically where it ends, that we'll pick up in the next episode, that he steals the clothes and is stumbled upon by the girl Nakamura, who, for all intents and purposes, I mean, when she finds out she has bad grades on her math test, she walks up and calls the teacher a piece of bleep to his face. I'm not going to say the word, but if you've watched it, you know. And it's just astounding, this level of uneasiness all throughout, and the curiosity of what's going to happen. I'm really, really curious. The only other thing I've ever seen that has had this kind of level of melancholy and understatedness to it was the film 1 Hour Photo with Robin Williams, if you've ever seen that. And I can only wonder what ominous tidings will come, in later episodes and so forth. I do plan on checking it out again. Maybe videos will follow per episode. I don't know yet. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. Were you turned off by the animation, or will you be willing to check it out and take a risk on it, take a gamble? And otherwise, I'm glad I had it recommended to me by a friend on Facebook. I'll be checking it out, and yeah, that'll be it for me on this, so I'll catch you later. Peace.